What does A, B, C in the group, what do they need for A, for B, and for C? A, B, and C. Okay, A, it's talking about indecision. It's talking about indecision as holding you back. It's talking about you need to be making the choice that is best for you rather than trying to please other people. So this is all about you. This is all about you making decisions for yourself. And the longer you take to make this decision, the longer it's going to hold you back from what it is that you're going after. You know, it's like, what are you making the decision about? It's a bit like your pros and your cons. It's like, what takes you further to what you want? What takes you further away from what you want? But it's talking about making choices that please you rather than making choices that please other people. It's like being trapped between the intellect and the emotional, to be fair. Or you might feel as if you're a bit trapped because you don't know what to do for the right reasons. But you've got to think about yourself. It's not about thinking about other people. It's about thinking for yourself. So do what is right for you instead of what is right for other people. Okay, this is about going down memory lane. I feel as if I'm going back to childhood. I feel as if I'm remembering things from childhood. And sometimes we remember them differently to the way they actually were. And sometimes we remember them as they were, you know. But it's talking about returning of people from the past. So B needs to be looking out for somebody from the past coming back into your life. I'm really drawn to these daisies, but I'm a lover of daisies anyway. But I'm really being drawn to daisies, and to me, daisies is a May, June time flower. I'd say May, so watch out for. I don't know if it's futuristic. I don't know if I'm predicting something, but it just feels like somebody coming back in to your life who is no longer there, you know. And it's like I said, sometimes we remember things in a worse light when actually it was okay, you know. Way back then it was really, really bad, but now it's like, really. It's about creating friendships again. It's about getting back to where that friendship was in the first place, because to me it just feels like old friends becoming new friends. So that's for B. And for C, it's about getting advice. It's about listening to people with official people, getting advice from someone professional, somebody who can be objective, somebody who has an unemotional relationship with you, somebody who's on the sidelines, you know, because you will get knowledge, you will get experience, and you will also get a fair mind, you know, because they're coming from an unemotional place. And I always think in life they are the best advice that you can get, because they're wise. You see with the owl, it's like, look at that owl there. He's a very wise gentleman. He's very experienced. He's gone through a lot. He understands life because he's older, and it's talking about knowledge, and it's talking about him giving you that advice that you need. You know, it could be a lawyer, it could be somebody professional, it could be a doctor, it could be anything like that. But it's just talking about you need to get advice from somebody who's more experienced than you. Okay. What have we got here? I've got a sailing boat there. Sailing boat. And these are different from other boats that we see, because sailing, it's about going sailing. And we fly across the water and we sail about aimlessly. And it's about freedom. It's a freedom to go where you want. You know, I love sailing boats because it's not that being on one like, but a sailing boat, watching them just glide along the sea, it's that freedom. I've got a lady here. It feels a bit like a goddess, to be fair. I don't know why I feel like that, but it feels like I've got a goddess here, and all her hair is coming back at the back of her. You know, it very probable could be a goddess associated to, you know, the Leo, because we're in August. That kind of goddess, that kind of energy that comes with her. Diana, goddess Diana, celebrating the August full moon, and her energy is in the card. It feels like it's in the card for me. You know, it's talking about the festival of Nemoralia, which is a festival of torches, a festival of light, and it's celebrated by the ancient Romans between the 13th and the 15th of August. You know, so she's a warrior goddess. She brings inspiration, you know, and she brings a different view of well, women, really, to be fair. But yeah, I feel as if I've got a bit of a goddess energy going on. I also feel I've got mountains. It's like mountains are coming up in front of me. And if I don't, I'm trying to push these mountains out of my way and they're not bleeding, budging. Or it's like every time I push a mountain out of the way, another one pops up. And it's a bit like that rocky road that we all walk on. Roller coaster ride of life, really. And these cards are just saying these mountains might be there, but you can push them. You can go round them. There are other ways to conquer a mountain. I feel as if I'm getting that lion energy. It's definitely an August energy. I've got a house here. Or, right, okay, it looked like an house, but I've also got an energy of 3 people within a house. Okay, why are you bringing that through? Yeah, I've got 2 females and 1 male. It's like I've got the male stood here on the left, and I've got these 2 women on the right. Right, okay, I'm just going to leave that one there because I don't like when my thoughts are going strange. Love triangle, very possible. We've got Gentle coming through. Now, he's been coming through for quite some time now for me, and I've not really found where he's for. So it could be for one of you from the group. He's got a goatee beard. He feels like he's got brown hair, and he's got this brown gingery goatee beard, and he's also got a bit of a tash as well. I feel as if his hair is a little bit longer at the sides. It's not as short, close crop, and it also feels like he's got a bit of a pointy chin as well, because it works well with his goatee beard. See that energy just there. And it's like he's morphing into a bird. Golden eagle. Eagle. Just a slight face of a bold gentleman there. Lips. Has anybody got problems with the lips? The lips, the chin, because they're there. And I'm noticing more as lips rather than teeth, because teeth chattering is like gossip. You know, there's a lot of gossip around about you. That kind of thing. But it's just the lips I'm seeing. So, has anybody cut a lip or got Botox in the lips or done something with the lips so they're swollen up? I've got a seaside energy here. With the cockle shells and the plants. Alligator. An eagle is a symbolism of life, really. It means that it's time to reconnect with your spiritual path. It's about reconnecting to who you are. And it's asking you to heed spiritual directives as well as your heart. In other words, eagle symbolism reminds you to allow both to lead the way for you this time. It's like your spirituality and your heart. Because sometimes we listen too much to our heads and not enough to our hearts. And sometimes we listen too much to our hearts and not enough to our heads. I've got another gentleman coming up here. It's like waving. It's like got the arms up and waving. So somebody's waving hello. That gentleman, who's that lady? Just seeing that energy there. If it's a lady, then it's definitely she's wearing flowers in her hair. Or in rollers. It's the way her hair's rolled back like that. I'm picking up a bit of an alligator energy. You just see that with the long snappy teeth. It's talking about laying low and concealing yourself until just that right moment. You know, it's like flying under the radar. So if there's anybody got the energy where they feel like they're flying under the radar, I will say that you're doing what you're meant to be doing at present. You know, don't worry about it because things are going to change. He's a keeper and protector of knowledge. So the way I'm reading that, because he's flying under the radar, it's a bit like this person's got knowledge and they don't want other people to know what that knowledge is, so they're flying under the radar to keep away from certain people so they don't find out this certain knowledge because you're afraid of blurting it out. So is there something where you're afraid to voice at present? Because it's about it's protector of all knowledge. So it's keeping information to self and staying under the radar, out of the way, so people don't ask. Because you've got to keep it to yourself until it becomes known to everybody, but not by you. Another gentleman coming up here, the top of a house. We'd also like to know about if anybody's had headaches recently, over the last couple of days. I've got this childlike face here. She's a female with long hair that's been hidden, but I've just got the face. I'm not really seeing the eyes or anything, but got that face. And I've also got this character who is a very jokey kind of character. He's a very, how would I put him, funny, you know. He's sticking his tongue out. I do see some words here, some letters here, but I can't actually quite read it. But I know it's words on who this person is. But I just can't. I can't get the words. It's too small for me to be able to read, even with my glasses on. But I'm just getting this energy of him sticking his tongue out. And to me, it feels like if a fella whose hair started receding later on in life. He never lost all of it, but it's like I've got bits at the side and I've just got this sort of like in the middle. It was receding back. But he's a very jokey character because he's sticking his tongue out and he's laughing. I'm actually seeing quite a lot of sort of like faces and energies of different people. You know, because it's like I've got something here, I've got something here, I've got something here, I know I've got somebody wanting to come through here. And even this all the way down, this is a skirt. So it's somebody who likes long, pretty skirts. It's very thin. That's all I'm getting on that card today. Okay, that's your cards for today, the 9th of August. Right, thank you.